Aloha! I am Tara. Welcome to Live Yoga Channel, where we meet on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. here in Hawaii to take a work break. Thank you for choosing to be here with me. I'd love to share with you a half hour of de-stressing and ridding the body of some of the subtle tension. So I'm going to get myself prepared. How about you do the same? Get yourself a chair that you love. And we can work with what you have. So I just use a table chair. And what I'd love is for you to come and sit closer towards the front of it so that you feel rooted and you feel comfortable. Do this so you can see me. So go ahead and take your shoes off, all right? And I'm working with new light, so thank you so much. So go ahead and find some comfort. Take your shoes off, get your feet, stretch out your toes, let them settle on into the floor beneath you. Stretch out those toes, give yourself some space. And then sit tall, roll the shoulders up and back, down the spine. And then, if you will, simply close your eyes. Close your eyes, tilt your chin down just slightly so that you feel the back of the neck is long, okay? And then bring your awareness to your upper lip, where the breath is moving in and out of the nostrils. For the next 3 to 5 rounds of breath at your pace, simply witness the breath growing longer as you inhale. You feel the side body growing wide and that breath moving up the side ribs all the way up into your shoulders. Really feel the body growing big. And then as you exhale, witness that sensation inside of you where it feels like everything's coming back together and then rooting into the earth. So feel the length. Inhale. Feel that big belly breath grow wide, and then as it moves up the side body all the way up, feel yourself grow big like a planet. And then exhale, witness the return to wholeness all the way down. And then notice at the bottom of the exhalation, that belly button naturally goes back to the spine. So do this one more round at your pace. Beautiful. Go ahead and open your eyes. Next, we call that the 3-part yogic breath. And it's a really great reminder because when we pause to initiate our breath down in our belly and allow our belly to get soft and wide, what that does is that it initiates our full lung capacity, and it also stimulates our parasympathetic nervous system. So it helps us get into that rest and digest phase, which is natural. Our body is used to having stress and then a way to respond to the stress. So that big belly breath is helpful. Oftentimes, I know for me, when I have a lot of things going on and not really paying attention to my breath, sometimes it can just get stuck up here. And that creates more of like an anxious feeling. So just take some internal audit and notice where your breath naturally is, all right? So next, we're going to do another breath practice. And what this does is it clears out the subtle tension in the head and in the skull and the brain, all right? So this time what we're going to do is focus on the exhalation. It's going to be forceful through the nose. And then what's happening too is you force through the nose, you're going to simultaneously draw that belly button back to the spine. Now what happens is on the inhalation, it's passive. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to think about it. All you're doing is focusing on the exhale. Okay, so follow my cues. Inhale, exhale, 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 exhale. Keep going. Go at your pace. It may feel awkward at first if this is your first time trying it, but it gets easier and better. Keep going. You can close your eyes and keep focus on that space in between your eyebrows. Exhale, 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 exhale. Slow down. Exhale. Release the breath. Inhale slowly through the nostrils. Keep your eyes closed gently. Exhale, release. And then we're going to do a breath retention. I want you to inhale halfway through the nose. Pause halfway. Take your hands to your thighs. Draw your shoulders to your ears. Drop your chin into your chest. And with your eyes closed, focus on that space in between your eyebrows. Now hold it here as long as comfortable. If you need the breath, just release and take in the breath. But hold it here as long as you can. We call this breath retention. Kumbha. Exhale, release. Inhale gently through the nose. Exhale slowly through the nose. Let the breath return to normal. Good job. That breath practice that we just did, it helps to release stress from the brain. It helps to balance the brain. One more breath practice we'll do. We're going to use our thumb and our ring finger, and we'll use it to close off our nostrils one at a time. So go ahead and use your thumb, use your ring finger. Close off your left nostril. Inhale the right. Pause at the top. Switch. Exhale left. Long and slow. Inhale left. Pause at the top. Switch. Exhale right. Pause at the bottom. Inhale right. Switch. Exhale left. See if you're able to apply the breath that we were doing at first. Inhale left. Notice it grow from the belly all the way up the side ribs, up to the shoulders. And feel yourself grow tall. Switch. Exhale right. Great job, yogis. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale right. Pause and switch. Exhale left. Pause at the bottom. Inhale left. Pause and switch. Exhale right. Go ahead and release your hands. Palms facing up on your thighs. Close your eyes. Keep that gaze in between the eyebrows with your eyes closed. And let the breath be natural through both nostrils. Three rounds at your pace. Just feel that clarity. Alternate nostril breathing is especially great right before an important meeting, a special phone call. Helps to clarify the left and right brain hemispheres. Really great to do first thing in the morning too. Do you ever wake up and feel a little bit clogged on one nostril? This is a good one. All right, everybody, good job. Inhale, let's take our arms out wide. Reach up, stretch up. Exhale, release the hands. We'll do this one more time. Inhale wide. Gather up so much energy. Reach up, look up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. All right. We'll take our palms down, but inhale those shoulders up and down. Bottom. Inhale, shrug and hold. Release. 2 more times. Inhale. Release. Last one, best one. And release. Notice some spaciousness, relieving in the head, neck, and shoulders. Oftentimes in our stressful, hectic lifestyles these days, whether we're driving a lot or we're at the computer a lot or we're sitting a lot, we can get real bunched up in here, our chest, or up the back. So simple shoulder shrugs helps to relieve tension that we accumulate in our shoulders, head, and neck. Okay? Go ahead and drop that chin down towards your chest. Breathe slowly through the nostrils. And as we're here, I want you to this time visualize that breath moving up the back side of the body. So similar to how we were doing in the beginning, filling up the belly and traveling up the side ribs. Do the same with your chin tilted down slightly. Visualize the back side of the body growing wide and big as it takes in fresh breath all the way up the back. And exhale slowly. Witness those shoulders, the scapulas come back together, and then witness that breath going all the way down each vertebra. One more time. Inhale. The chin is tilted down. Beautiful. Lift your chin to where it's parallel to the earth. And then go ahead and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Let that right arm just hang down to the earth. Notice the length all along the left shoulder, head, neck. And then as you're here, drop the chin towards your shoulder. Oh, that feels so good. Slow breaths here. Feel free to take that chin up towards the sky and then take it back down towards your shoulder. Move extra slowly here. And then go ahead and drop that chin to your chest. Lift it up. And then we're going to drop that opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. Take the left hand and let it just hang down beside you. Utilizing the weight of gravity. And a simple, slow breath to create space and move stagnant energy. Go ahead and drop that chin towards your left shoulder. Subtle and powerful postures and relief. We can call this yoga, we can call this stretching. Let's draw our chin back upright. Release. Bring your hands to your thighs. Take a full breath gently through the nose. Exhale slowly. And turn the breath to you. Good job, beautiful people. So happy to be sharing this with you. Next, let's do a twist. Oftentimes our spine just gets, it holds our spine from the base of our skull to the tailbone. It houses our entire spinal column, our nervous system, from the brain to the tail. And there's a lot of fluids that can get stuck and stagnant there. So we do these twists to help relieve the tension that builds up in the spine. Okay, so let's take our right hand to the outside of our left thigh. Take your left hand, reach on somewhere on the back of the chair. And if it feels awkward to reach all the way to the back, go ahead and grab onto to the arm, okay? So go ahead and close the eyes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to twist. But I want you to twist first from the belly. So really take that right hip as if you're turning it back, or I'm sorry, that left hip as if you're turning it back towards the back of the chair. And then lengthen with each inhalation, and then exhale, see if you can twist a little bit further. Taking your chin towards your left shoulder. And with each inhalation, we're lengthening, and then exhale, twisting a little bit more. Notice as you inhale and lengthen, exhale and twist. With each exhalation, the body unwinds even a little bit more. So I can, now that we've been in here several breaths, I can take my right hand and grab onto the chair. Lengthen as we inhale, and then exhale, twist a little bit further. It's got to be natural, but at this point, the chair feels really good to like use the strength of my arms and twist my spine even more so. 2 more of your deepest breaths yet, and then go ahead and take your gaze, your eye gaze, as far back on the wall behind you as you possibly can. Just look as far back as you can. Your breath is slow and steady. Lengthening on the inhalations, revolving on the exhalations. After your next full exhalation, we're going to release our hands from the chair, come back to center, palms facing up on your thighs, and take 2 full rounds of regular breaths here. Feel those sensations swirling around in your body. Notice the lightness in that left side of your body. We'll prepare for the other side. We'll take just as much time getting in on this side, but go ahead with your chin tilted down ever so slightly. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale. Take your right hand and grab on somewhere. Maybe it's the back of the arm, maybe it's the back of the chair. Take the left hand on the outside of the right hip. I like to use the back of my hand. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to twist. And we'll take just as much time on this side as we did the other. So we're twisting first from our hips. So I'm imagining like just a total revolution of my hips. And with each exhalation, we're twisting even more. Notice the wringing out of the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. And then finally, take that chin to your back right shoulder. And look back on the wall behind you. Notice with each exhalation, the body releases even more. And so we might earn a millimeter more in our revolution. So at this point, as I inhale and lengthen, exhale, I'm going to take that left hand and grab on the back of the chair somewhere. Maybe now I can twist even more and use the strength of my arms. Maybe being cautious though. There's a difference between stretching and pain. If you're feeling like you can't breathe, back off some. It's really important. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, twist, wringing out debris and toxicity in the spine, like that of a kitchen towel. Take your gaze as far back as you can on that wall behind you. Invigorating the rods, the cones, and the retinas of our visual sight. What a blessing to get to see. After your next complete exhalation, we're going to release our hands and come all the way back to center. How slow can you go? Bring your hands, palms facing up. Everything, your hips and your shoulders are square to me. Your chin is tilted down slightly. Just allow that breath to travel up and back down as you exhale. Really experiencing, giving yourself permission to move slowly with your breath. And this gives us insight to the communications that our body is giving us in all moments. We really love to slow down and listen even more. Great job, everybody. Feel free, for those that are just joining, welcome to Live Yoga channel. I'm so happy you're taking a break with me. Definitely want to get into the low back, and it's kind of like the big issue with us driving so much or sitting so much, watching TV or even on the computer. Like, what happens with our upper body and our lower body is, people have a lot of problems here, whether that's carrying extra weight or low back pain or kidney stones or, the list goes on and on. So simply doing a forward fold helps to relieve the stress that gets caught up from between our lower and upper bodies. Okay? So I like to do this in a chair because it makes it accessible for everybody. Not everybody can stand up and touch their toes. Not everybody feels comfortable laying, sitting on the ground and reaching for the toes. However, from the chair, we can all do this. So bring your sits bones towards the front. Take your feet wide so that you're feeling solid. And I want you to inhale and open up that chest. Really lift that chest up towards the sky. Exhale, begin to lean with the heart. And then pause here and just rest your forearms on your thighs. If it feels too wide, walk those feet in. And then next, just drop that chin into your chest. And then return to the breath work that we've been doing most of today, allowing that 3-part yogic breath to grow all the way up the backside of the body. Stay here. Perhaps this is your pose. This is where you are today. This is fantastic. Keep breathing here and just visualize your kidneys filling up with fresh prana, fresh life. If you feel easy to smile on your face right now, let's go ahead and release our hands in between the thighs, reach them towards the ground, and then let your entire chest fall forward in between the thighs. And you can let your hands rest on the floor, tuck the chin into the chest. Find some comfort as you breathe here. 3 of your longest, deepest breaths yet. How slow can you go? And as you've been doing all class, simply witnessing the breath grow long and steady. Climbing all the way up the back body. Exhaling slowly. Try and lengthen the exhalations too, so that they're just as long, if not longer, than the inhalations. And if you're in the full forward fold, and it's easy to grab onto the the legs of the chair. Go ahead and use the strength of the arms to pull pull your chest closer to the thighs. It should feel relieving right here in the hip flexors and around the low back. Go ahead and release your hands. You'll notice on the back of my shirt, we've got a hashtag we get to. This is the Desi Strong Foundation. Such inspiration off of Long Island, New York, reminding us that every day we get to live, we get to breathe, and we get to give good care to ourselves. So we're coming up and out. How slow can we go? Bring your feet back together. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Go ahead and stand up. We're going to move the chair so that we come to the back of the chair. I'm just going to stand behind the chair and hold on to the back and then walk my feet back. Walk my feet. See how my chest is becoming parallel to the ground. Take the hands more wide on the back of the chair. And then let the head drop, let the chin drop towards the chest. And feel the length all along the deltoids, biceps, the upper shoulders, and then all the way down the low back, and then even the hamstrings. We call this supported down dog. Should feel good. 3 breaths here. Feeling length all along the underarms and the side body. Begin to walk your feet back up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Shake out the hands. Good job. Let's come to sit on the chair. Go ahead and come back and just let yourself relax. Relax, lean back to feel supported in the chair. Bring your hands to your thighs. Close your eyes and tilt your chin down ever so slightly. Bring your awareness, your introspection to that space in the heart. See if you can sense the beating of your heart. In the yogic tradition, the yogis believe that our heart is one of our eldest friends, and that when the heart starts to form, it starts to beat at day 27, when we're just a little baby growing in our mother's womb. And at the time, it's like the size of a thumb. Whereas as we are grown adults, the heart is about the size of a fist, and it's located right here in the chest. And so as we appreciate the heart, and we visualize it taking all this fresh breath from each focused breath that we've been doing throughout today, imagining the lungs, the lower lobes, the middle lobes, the upper lobes, taking this fresh oxygen, delivering it to the heart, where the heart then purifies this oxygen and it sends to every cell of our body through the auricles, the ventricles, the aorta. It sends so much loving energy, life force to every nook and cranny, to the trillions of cells that are moving in and around our body. So if you may, please just imagine appreciation for our heart that works tirelessly for us day in and day out, whether we're thinking about it or not. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The yogis also believe that that this organ, it governs the emotion of love. So today we've taken space and we've built our self-love, and we can visualize and appreciate our heart pumping self-love to every cell in our body. And so it is. Thank you so much for taking a work break with me today. My inspiration, my hope is that you take some of these practices and you sprinkle them throughout your day. When you feel yourself get tension or maybe stress, it's easy to feel overwhelmed with all the news and the things of today. So thank you for taking a work break with me. I am Tara. This is Live Yoga Channel. And should you be inspired, we're going to be meeting again at 12 p.m. Hawaii time. We meet for Yoga for the Organs. And I have a Trust Your Guts Club. I'm super passionate about digestive health and well-being. So today we're going to be talking about mental health and the nervous system, how it can be impacted through our guts, and how we may improve our body's responses through something called dopamine fasting. And it's a trendy term that's getting a lot of play these days, but join us back at the noon hour, and we'll be talking about various techniques that we can do to help soothe our nervous system, small efforts that make big, big improvements in how we feel and see the world. So thank you so much for choosing to be with me today. Please leave a note. Let me know what you liked, what you'd like some more of. I'm so happy you're here. Subscribe, hit the like button, share with loved ones, and we'll see you again next week here for Chair Yoga. But let's join again at noon for the Trust Your Guts Club. Ahui ho, Hana. Aloha.